Hi, welcome to 5 Minute Funeral Crystal's Journey. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about my sobriety journey and where I'm at with it. And you're going to be hearing that little voice in the background, and that is not my conscience. No, it is my beautiful son, my youngest son, and his name is Van Cody. And he will be asking me very probing questions. And every once in a while, you'll just hear a little chirp, chirp. And that is my crazy dog, Taz. He's upstairs and he really wants to be involved, but we can't have him be involved because he's crazy. So, anyways, so Van is going to be asking me some questions, so we want to get started. So here we go.
All right. So the first question: what phase are you in your recovery?
So the great question. So right now, I'm starting over kind of. So when I first got sober, I just thought, honestly. So, okay, first, let me just start by saying that I have a new sponsor. Her name is Sherry, and we are working the steps. We are on step 4. And we meet on Thursdays, every Thursday. And Taz. And Taz does not meet with us, by the way, because he's crazy. Taz is not working in steps, by the way. He doesn't have a sponsor either because he would bite them. We don't know if Taz needs to get a sponsor or not. He probably does.
Yeah, he does.
But we can't find anyone to pay enough to sponsor him. Anyways, so we meet on Thursdays. Those are our special days. We usually meet for an hour or two, and we talk about our current events, and we try to do a little bit of step work. And we are on step 4 and 5. And I am hoping to have my step 4 done, which is a moral. It is a fearless moral. Searching moral inventory of ourselves. And I got to tell you, it is not fun, but it is very necessary. And I am taking it very, very serious. And I am taking it slow, and I am trying to do it very thorough. And I am really, really, really taking it serious. And I want to get it done and try to do it right, because my life depends on it. And if I do it right, then the rest of the steps will fall into place. And so we are hoping to be able to do step 5 on Friday, which is I will admit or I'll be able to tell my sponsor, repeat these things to my sponsor, my step 4. And so I do want to say that I did have a sponsor prior to this. I had Jill, who was my sponsor, and I spoke about Jill with on my 5 Minute Funeral podcast with Cindy. We did not finish my step 4 and 5 because I wasn't really working a program, and she was right. And I was kind of just using her to work the steps. I wasn't really working a program, and she called me out on it, and I kind of threw a fit and acted like a child. And I get it now. I get it. And I wanted, this dog. This dog is acting how I was acting. This you know what? This is perfect. My dog is acting how I was acting. This is crazy. My dog was acting how I was acting when I wanted to work the steps and not go to the meetings with Jill. That's so funny. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, back when Jill was my sponsor. I mean, she was really my sponsor. She was trying to sponsor me, but I wasn't being a very good sponsee. And she, bless her heart, she really wanted me to be a good sponsee, but I just really didn't want to do it. I just didn't want to put forth the effort and go to the meetings. And I wanted what they had, but I didn't want to do what needed to be done. And that's being an asshole. And what people don't get, and what I didn't get then, what I do get now, is that just being sober isn't enough. You have to actually do the work, dude. Like, you have to go to the meetings and you have to do the work. You have to put forth the effort, and you have to be around people that are sober, and you have to do things that are hard. And then you get to see the miracles, and then you get to change yourself, and you get to be a new person. And that's recovery. And I'm actually starting to see the fruits of my labor. And that's what this is about. And so I get it now. I'm starting to get it. I mean, I'm not there. I'm not trying to say that I'm not where Jill is or was or whatever. And I'm not where Sherry is at or anything like that. And I don't have all the answers, but I do know this. I'm not where I was 6 months ago. And I'm starting to understand that you have to work. You got to work. You got to work the steps, man. And it's not just about just getting sober and just stop drinking, because the alcoholic mind needs help. And just stopping drinking isn't enough.
So how is step 4 going?
It's rough. Like, the people that I work with, I have to keep saying I'm sorry to everybody. I'm like, hey man, I'm doing step 4. And they're like, they don't even know. Like, most of them they're not in recovery or whatever. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to be better in about a week or whatever. Like, Thursday's going to be here soon, like I have to keep apologizing and telling them that I'm in recovery, and that I'm doing a moral inventory, and I'm in the muck, I'm in the shit, and that I'm going to be better soon. And I'm doing a moral inventory, and I'm sorry. And they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But they're like, okay, all right, yeah, whatever. Most of the people are very gracious, and they're like, yeah, you're crazy, Crystal, so whatever. But they forgive me. But I've kind of been a little moody lately. But it's all par for the course, It is what it is. I haven't been sleeping very well, though. Even with my trazodone, I take trazodone to sleep. And I actually have been waking up. There's 2 nights I woke up. One night was at 3:19. One night was at 3:22. And I woke up with a lot of people that I resent. And I had to come downstairs to our basement and write them down really quick so that I didn't forget. And so I did. And then today, while I was at work, 2 more people popped up in my head, and I have to write them down after we get done with our podcast so I don't forget. And that they're actually people that I'm really excited that they came into my head, because I can't wait to make amends with them, because I really like these people. So I'm excited that I remembered them. Yeah. And do you want to hear something funny that I want to do? I want to make t-shirts for the people that I make amends to, that say like like apology tour 2026 and give them to the people that get an apology. What do you think about that?
It seems like a good.
I'm going to go into debt making these t-shirts.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Not a good
Anyways.
idea.
I'm going to have to get a delivery pizza job just so I can make the t-shirts. But anyways, because there's going to be so many people that I have to make amends to. Anyways, yeah, that's, it's just an idea. But anyways, next question.
Do you feel like you're progressing well in your recovery?
I think everything is in God's time, honestly, babe. I think that, I actually didn't come into AA until this time, I was 14 months sober. I really honestly thought that I had it all together. Here, scooch up so I can see. I didn't think that I needed AA. I felt so good and with life, and I had such a good connection with my higher power because I had that spiritual awakening from the very beginning. I prayed so hard, and God just relieved me of my desire to drink and drug, that I just was just so happy that I didn't want to drink and do drugs, that I was just so happy. So it didn't occur to me that I needed to change anything else about myself, and I was just so happy. And then I started working, and I guess I just didn't realize that the alcoholic mind was still the problem until it started becoming increasingly clear that I was still me, and that I am still an alcoholic, and that, I still think the way I think, and it's still not quite like everybody else. And so, I'm still always going to be me, and I'm still always going to be me, the problem, and so, it took me a while to figure that out. And it took me about 14 months to figure that out. And so when I went to AA, because even being on probation, my probation officer was, part of my probation, the judge ordered me to go to AA, and my probation officer did not force me to go because she was so impressed with me and not having, I did so well on probation. She was not making me go to AA. So I was just doing so well. And so but I just remember thinking like this, there was just something, I just didn't like the way that things were going. And so, I went into AA, and I knew that my life could be better. And I wanted what the people at AA had, because they seemed a lot more happier than me. Mm-hmm. And because my connections with people were just not as fruitful as it seemed that they were. Yeah. And so, that's why I went. And my relationships with people have definitely fostered better now. And they seem to be getting better and better and better. And so I'm really grateful for that. And they just seem to be getting really, really better. And I'm communicating better with people. And I just feel like, I think that I'm on a good path.
Good.
So,
Good.
Yeah.
That's all the questions I have.
That is?
Yeah.
Well, holy color me happy. Well, so I do think that I am on the right path. I do think so. I think that God has a plan, and I do believe that AA is the way for me. I do. I think that sobriety is, I mean, I think that everybody has their own journey, and you choose whichever way you want to go. But AA is the way for me, and recovery is the way for me. And so that's that. If you or anyone else that you know is looking for a way to get sober or needs help, please feel free to reach out to me. You can get a hold of me in the link below. And also, I'll be praying for you. God loves you. And we just want you to be as healthy and happy as possible. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you.
Except like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Have the best day ever.